Hey guys, if you are looking for new customers, then this video might be for you. So every day you go looking for new customers and you're like, I've tapped out my friends, I've tapped out my family, I've kind of tapped out everybody at this point. Who do I go to next? How do I expand my network? So there's a couple of different things you can do. First, there's in the file section, there's a list called, or I'll upload it, a list called 125 ways to expand your network. So highly recommend checking that out. But the other thing that you can do is to be intentional with your business. So you have a whole bunch of customers in your network that you don't even know you have. And this is why we tell you to write your list of 100. Sorry, I'm just going to sit down because it's like super uncomfortable. You have a list of customers in your network that you don't even know you have yet. Hi, Melanie. You don't even know you have yet. That's why we tell you to write your list of 100, because you don't even realize who these people are. So let's go back to being intentional. So we're going to break this down. If you have a whole bunch of samples by your front door and they're already ready to go and they just happen to have a little blurb on it, maybe a little piece of paper that says join this month for half price, double half price for rewards month, could be anything like that, okay? You're going to have a little basket by your front door and it's going to be full. Once a month, you're going to fill it up, put everything in there, and have it ready to go. That's step one. Step two, you're going to think about, where am I going today before you walk out the door? So before you walk out the door, before I walk out the door, let's use me as an example. Hi, Kayla. So before I walk out the door in the morning, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to the school, I'm going to the pharmacy, I'm going to Walmart, I'm going to, hi Sharon, hi Kirsten. I'm going to, where else am I going today? The pharmacy, Walmart. I've got 2 customer deliveries. I'm definitely going to be stopping at the convenience store. Ted needs cigarettes. Like, let's be real, I'm being very realistic with you, right? And I also have to pick up Anthony. So I'm actually going to 2 schools. So now I'm going to think about, those are the different places I'm going today. Now I'm going to think about, who am I going to see when I get there? These are people I see all the time, right? My insurance lady, when I go to the insurance, if I'm dropping off my daughter at Rumble, where she goes to martial arts, well, we kind of joined up, the people that work there, but even when I'm just standing there, I meet new people all the time. So my point is that I know I'm going to see all of these very specific people today. And they know me, I know them, they see me all the time. So when I'm walking through the door, I'm thinking about, okay, when I go to Anthony's school, I know that secretary likes buddies, but she's literally bought like every Scentsy buddy that we've had. It's time to get her into something else. So now I'm thinking about, okay, if you're at a school, you're washing your hands all the time, I'm going to try her on some hand cream today. So when I'm going through the door, I'm putting hand cream sample out of my basket into my purse. It's already ready. I don't have to stop what I'm doing and go do something else. It's already ready by the front door. I'm throwing it in my bag intentionally. That sample is for that secretary, right? So this is what I've got in my head when I'm leaving the house. So I'm also going to stop at Walmart. I'm going to take a couple of catalogs with me with just some random samples in it, just in case I happen to strike up a conversation with the girl who's standing at the door trying to give me a credit card. Because if they'll stand there and give someone a credit card and try to talk someone into buying a credit card, believe me, anybody who will talk you into, try to give you a sample or approach you and try to say, it happens at the mall all the time. Would you want to try this or do you want to try that? If they'll stand there with their pride, like down here, and do that, believe me, they will sell Scentsy. And I've approached so many people that way. It's just crazy. And I've got them on my Facebook too. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent. What you want to do is, now you have your list of all the different people you're going to see today. Take samples for all of those people, put them in your bag, walk out the door. Take a couple of extras just in case, because if there's other people standing around, then you can go, "Aw, do you want one too? Here you go, you can have one too." The idea here is that you're giving samples to people you can follow up with. If you can't get their information out, think twice about giving out your samples, because it costs money. Like, you don't want to be giving away money for nothing, right? We don't want to be just randomly dropping samples all over the place. We want to be able to follow up with these people. So now when I go to the school again tomorrow, I'm going to go back to the same secretary and I'm going to say, how did you like the sample? What did you think? Right? The other samples that I really like to give is something that keeps giving. So scent pack samples, we've done them for years and years and years. Why? Because they last a while and it's not as expensive as a scent circle. We do use scent circles in our recruiting packages, but I only buy them when they're on sale and they're like $2 a piece, like dirt cheap, and then I buy a whole bunch of them. Or we put skin samples in our recruiting packages too. We want the scent to linger. We want them to smell it tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. And every time they smell it, they are reminded of the conversation they had with us that maybe Scentsi's right for them. But if they only have something that's only going to work for 10 minutes and then the scent goes away, then they're going to forget about you. You don't want that. You want to give them something that's going to stick with them, something that's going to remind them day after day about you and about the conversation that you had, and then you create that relationship with them. This is the year for relationships, folks. If you haven't figured that out yet, make relationships, because you know what? When you have relationships with these people, they will be much more inclined to network for you. So they're going to do the work for you. So what's happened now? I've given the sample now to the secretary. Secretary's now fallen completely in love with it. I follow up with her yesterday, or tomorrow, let's say, and how did you like it? Oh, I loved it. I'm going to use it again. I'm going to try it again. Do you have any other fragrances? Absolutely, I do. And now she's telling who? Everybody, because the secretary talks to everybody. The girl at the bank talks to everybody. The girl at the insurance company talks to everybody in the lunchroom. The girl that works in the office talks to everyone in the lunchroom. Give them a reason to talk, okay? So what are you doing? You're going to take 1 day, 1 hour, make all your samples, put them in a basket by your front door. That's number one. Number two, you're going to make a list of where you're going that day and who you're going to talk to. Number three, be intentional as you're walking through the door. Throw them in your bag. Know who they're going to. Put them to that exact person. Number four, follow up with that person. Find a way to get that person's information. Get them on your Facebook. Do whatever you got to do. You know what? I can give you another free sample. If you want to give me your address or your email or whatever, I'll follow up with you and I'll give you another sample. Or how about a referral? You know what? If you love this, why don't you refer me to someone else? Do you know I have a referral program? I can give you another little treat if you can refer me on to other people, because I want to network. I'm not here to make the sale. I'm here to network. What can you do to help me meet more people? I will give you treats if you help me meet more people, right? And go about it that way, and then eventually they'll just start buying from you anyway, right? Okay, if you missed the beginning of the video, go back, because this talks all about getting new customers, and if you're looking to get new customers and expand your network, then this is the way to do it. I love you guys, and around all day. Bye for God.